All right, let's get started either in kneeling or cross-legged. But feel for sitting in a place where you can actually just really get your spine like long. So even if that means that today you need to sit against the wall, that's absolutely fine. And then close your eyes down. This sense of feeling your breath right from the get-go. Feel your breath when you breathe in move down your spine. And when you breathe out, feel your breath move all the way back up your spine. So let's just do another couple like that to get the rhythm. So as your inhale moves down the spine. And the exhale moves up the spine. Now keep going like this. I want you to feel as though your breath is actually searching out areas on your spine that require just a little bit more attention today. So what that might mean is you notice that your breath doesn't reach a certain spot on your spine. Or maybe you're noticing there's more tension in a certain part of your spine. Maybe there's just an area that you know is always your weaker kind of nemesis area of the back. When you've got the area, bring one or both hands to that spot. So whether it's the lower back, the mid back, maybe it's right up into the upper back. If you can only get one hand there, just that's fine. But wherever your hand is, use that as kind of a guide to bring in a little bit more breath there. When we feel the hand on our body, it gives our brain something to focus on. As you're breathing in this way, feel into the intent today. The intent is to bring in a level of healing, a new awareness to this area of your body. This will be your spot today. And release. Open your eyes. Let's come straight into Baddha Konasana. We'll do a few rounds of Uddiyana. So we'll do one together and then a couple on your own. It will work like this. So the hands come behind on the floor as the chest lifts. We'll inhale for up to 10. Hold the breath for up to 10. Exhale forward and then hold the breath out. Draw Uddiyana up and hold that for 10. All right, so let's go. So hands behind. We'll take a breath in together. Breath out together. And then off we go. Inhale for 10. Hold the breath in at the top for 10. Exhale, fold forward. Palms to the floor. Once all the breath is out, hold the breath out. Pull the belly in and up towards the spine. Even if you have to hold onto your feet here to get that traction in of your spine, and keep holding your belly in and your breath out. and you can't hold any longer, relax the belly first, then take an inhale, come up and do 2 more rounds in your own time. Once you've done your 2 rounds, come all the way up. You're going to need your block and your roll nearby, so just have them nearby. And then we're actually going to move on to the wall to start with. So it's going to be a version of elbow to knee where we will be pressing the foot against the wall. So you need to be near enough so that you can press either your heel or the ball of your foot onto the wall. I like heel. Okay, and then we're going to come away and do a few rounds off the wall. All right, come on down. Hands interlaced at the base of your skull. Point your elbows up. If you need padding for your back, make sure you've got that. And then from there, inhale, head and shoulders up. Hold the breath, press lower back down. Exhale, elbows to the left knee. Take your right foot on the wall. Press the right foot into the wall. Press, press. Exhale, belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, press lower back on the earth. Exhale, elbows to your right knee, take your left leg forward, press the left foot into the wall, press, press. Belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, press low back down. Take your elbows to your left knee, right leg to the wall, ball or heel of the foot, press, press. Feel that in your lower belly as your lower belly draws down. So inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath. Press top rim of the sacrum down. Exhale, elbows to right. Take your left leg forward. Press, press. Belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath. Press top rim of your sacrum down. Exhale, elbows to left knee. Take your right leg forward. Press, press. Belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath. Press top rim of your sacrum down. Exhale, elbows to right knee. Take your left leg forward. Press, press. Feel the press of your leg as your belly draws in. And then inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath. Press top rim of the sacrum down. Exhale, elbows to left knee. Right leg forward. Press, press. Belly draws in. Inhale, back to center. Head down as you exhale, but keep your feet lifted. Take an inhale here. Exhale everything out. And then inhale, head and shoulders up. Hold your breath, press low back down. Exhale, elbows to your left knee. Take your right leg straight up for back traction. Put your right hand at the top of your right thigh. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, traction your thigh bones skyward. Pull your belly down. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold your breath, press low back down. Exhale, elbows to right knee, take your left leg straight up. Left hand, left thigh, take an inhale. Push the left thigh bones skyward as you exhale, belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold your breath. Press top rim of your sacrum down. Exhale, elbows to left knee, take the right leg straight up. Press, press. Belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold your breath. Press top rim of your sacrum down. Exhale, elbows to right knee. Take your left leg straight up. Left hand, left thigh. Take an inhale. Press left thigh bone skyward as you exhale. Belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold your breath. Press top rim of the sacrum down. Exhale, elbows to left knee. Take the right leg straight up. Press right thigh bone skyward. Press, press. Belly draws in. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, head down, feet down. Feel for breathing, not just into your belly here, but also into that area of your back. And just notice if there's any shift in awareness in that place. Grab your roll. So we're going to do a version of twisting abs on the wall with a roll. So the roll is in between your thighs and it's resting on your groin. Feet are on the wall to begin with, and then we'll take the feet off after. All right? A little bit of support for the back there to have the legs on the wall. Fingers interlaced, hands at the base of the skull, elbows point straight up. So gentle squeeze of the roll as you inhale, head and shoulders lift. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll. Exhale, both elbows to your left knee, pull your belly down. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to the right knee, pull your belly down. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, take both elbows to left thigh. Keep pressing your feet into the wall as your belly draws down. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to right knee. Take your right shoulder up a little higher as your belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to your left knee, so your lower belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to your right knee, keep right shoulder lifted, belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, exhale, head down, keep your legs the same. Now, legs straight up, roll is in between your thighs. Make sure that your toes point down towards your face, so your heels press straight up. Inhale, head and shoulders lift. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to your left knee, belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to your right knee, belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows left knee, lower belly draws down. Inhale, back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to right knee, lower belly draws in. Inhale, back to center, one more. Hold your breath. Squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows to left knee, lower belly draws in as the heels press up. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, elbows right. Keep lifting right shoulder, belly draws in. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, head down, feet down. Oh my God, take a big breath into your belly. Open your mouth, full breath out. Then set up for bridge with a roll. So the roll is in between the legs still. We'll come all the way down onto the back if you're not already there. And before we come up, just spread out through your toes, so feel your feet across the mat. Tuck your chin in so the back of the neck is long, and then relax your arms by your sides. Palms are upward facing. Inhale through the side and back of your ribcage, little squeeze of the roll. And then exhale, lift your pelvis up. So remember, we want to feel the butt working here. It can become like really quad dominant. So if you need to walk your feet a little further forward or a little further back to really feel that the butt's working. And also the hamstrings, want to strengthen that part of the body, particularly for yogis. And now bring your breath back in. So start to work your breath into the area that you're working with, whether that's your lower, mid or upper back. And rather than trying to stuff your breath into that spot, just get a sense of your breath kind of washing through the tension. So it's helping to open that area up. All right, now to come out, keep the squeeze of the roll and just really articulate your spine as you lower. So bring the upper back, the mid back, and then tilt your pelvis up. Feel your butt work as you bring your lower back down. And take a big breath in there and out. And then pop your roll to the side. Come on to your hands and your knees and take your block. So we're going to do a dolphin with the block. The idea is with this is that we're getting the inner leg lines on. We're going to go into a bit of back bending today. So I like to have the block on the wider side just because that works in my pelvis. So get that set first in between your ankles. Then come down, measure your upper arm bones. Remember, if your shoulder tweak, your hands can clasp. Otherwise, forearms parallel. Okay, relax the head. Take a big breath into the upper part of the back. And then lift your knees as you exhale. So the idea is that that block is being squeezed by the inner ankles, however that works for you. You might need to adjust it. It's a fiddly thing to do, but just fiddle until you get it so that you feel as though the inner ankles can squeeze onto the block there. And then feel like the inner calf and the inner leg lines also activate. You got this sense of lengthening up through the spine as you let the back of the head go. Feel for spreading through your palms if your forearms are down. Pushing through your forearms if your hands are clasped. And then everybody lengthening through the side ribs. Deep feeling breath in as you feel the side of the rib cage, the back of the rib cage completely expand like a full stretch of the breath. And likewise on the breath out, feel the ribs draw in and squeeze in every little last bit of breath out. Release. Put your knees down. Pop your block to the side. Come up into horse stance. Take your feet out, 45 degrees-ish. And then come down into squat. Now you can also do this on the wall for extra support. So know that that's always an option. We're going to do 3 rounds of Uddiyana. I want you to bring your hands right up into your hip creases. So you've got a bit of a back traction happening. So lower back lifts away from the pelvis. And then inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Hold the breath out, pull the belly in and up. For Uddiyana, keep holding the breath for as long as you can hold it for. Then when you need to breathe, relax your belly and do 2 more. Once you've done your 2, straighten your legs, toe heel your feet together. Come to stand at the top of the mat for suns. Feet can be together or apart here. Arms are by your side. And then inhale, arms up, reach. Forward fold as you exhale. Take your right leg back, knee down for lunge. Inhale, come up. Plant your palms, step to plank. Modify chaturanga, lower as you exhale. Cobra, upper back working, that's an inhale. Navel to spine, ribs in. Down dog on your exhale. Right foot forward for lunge. Inhale to come up. Plant your palms, step forward. Fold fully as you exhale. Let the back of your head go. Come all the way up, inhale. Back of the ribs lifting. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's go again. Inhale, arms up. Feel for lengthening through the ribs. Not too much of a back bend. Forward fold, exhale. Take the left leg back this time. Come up into a lunge. Inhale. Plant your palms. Step back. Knees down, lower as you exhale. Hands come forward, cobra. Inhale. Belly in, ribs in. Down dog on your exhale. Left foot forward for a lunge. Inhale to come up. Plant your palms, step forward, fold fully on the exhale, and again let the back of your head go. Press through your legs, come all the way up, inhale, arms reach. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Right leg back for lunge, inhale. Plank. Modify chaturanga as you exhale. Cobra, maybe a little higher this time, inhale. Down dog, belly engaged on the exhale. Right foot forward, lunge, inhale, big breath in. Plant your palms, step forward, fold on an exhale. Come all the way up, inhale, arms reach. Hands to heart as you exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Left leg for lunge, inhale, big breath. Plank. Modify chaturanga as you exhale. Keep drawing the navel in. Cobra, inhale, big breath, thighs engage. Navel to spine. Down dog as you exhale. Left foot for lunge, inhale, big breath. Plant your palms, forward fold, exhale. Let the back of the head go. Press through the legs to come all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. Last round. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Right leg for lunge, inhale, big breath. Plant your palms, plank. Modify as you exhale. Cobra, engage your butt more. Down dog, navel to spine. Right foot forward, lunge, inhale, big breath. Feel how the back of your body now opens. Plant your palms, step forward, fold on an exhale. Come all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. This last one, devote it to the part of your back that you're working with. So inhale, arms up. exhale to fold. Left leg for lunge, inhale, big breath. Plant your palms, modified chaturanga as you exhale. Cobra, open through the heart, send your chest forward. Down dog, exhale. Left foot, lunge. Big breath in. Plant your palms, step forward, fold, exhale. Press through your legs, come all the way up on an inhale. Huge breath in. Hands to heart as you exhale. Be series with free pose vignettes. Inhale up into chair pose. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Step back to plank and lower as you exhale. Cobra, inhale, big breath. Navel to spine, down dog as you exhale. Warrior one, back bend. Inhale, step the left foot forward for warrior one legs. Remember the back heel can be lifted here. If your back heel is lifted, bend your back knee a little bit. That's your right knee. Thumbs are on your sacrum. Remember to track that front thigh forward here. So we just want to feel for really opening up into the upper back. So as you inhale, get your breath into the back of your body. And then use your hands to lengthen your lower back down as you're lifting up through your chest. So chest lifts, collarbones spread, but it's more of an upper back bend rather than any kind of major back bend. Just feeling here the strength through the legs. Steady base. And then feeling as you inhale, there's more length, there's more lift through the upper back. And we're opening through the collarbones as you exhale. From there, release both hands to the floor. Put your back knee down underneath your hip. Easy twisting lunge. Right hand on the floor. As you inhale, take your left arm straight up. Remember with this, you can take the right hand quite wide. With this sense of opening again, we're still kind of working into the thoracic, the upper part of the back, even if your area is somewhere else. And then ease your right shoulder away from the ear, and as you inhale, get more length through the spine. And start to twist your body open as you exhale. It's this sense of feeling open through the heart, sternum, collarbones, chest. And then from there, release both hands down, tuck the back toes under, lift the back leg up. Easy twisting warrior. So same twist, just this time with the back leg active. I want you to feel the inner right leg line reach back as you inhale. And then start to anchor deeper into the twist. So the twist is occurring from the navel. Keep peeling the right shoulder head back. And from there, release, plant your palms, step back to plank. Come forward on the inhale. Lower all the way down and grab your roll. Cobra over the roll. So make sure that the roll is on the soft tissue of your belly. Hands are underneath your shoulders. You can have your toes tucked here. Inhale, press your belly into the roll to come up. Keep reaching through your legs as you exhale and keep the upper back active. And staying in Cobra here, just allow the roll to come into your belly a little bit. Using your breath to massage any tension that may be impacting your area. So wherever that spot is for you in your back. And then from there, lower all the way down. Tuck your toes, press back into downward facing dog. Warrior One back bend. Inhale, step the right foot forward. So remember, you can have back heel lifted or not. If you've got the back heel lifted, bend the back knee a little bit. Thumbs on your sacrum. And then inhale, lift up through the chest. Feeling again the upper part of the back move. Elbows in. Heart moves skyward. And traction the right thigh forward. So legs are super, super stable here. And we're not really focusing on bending into the lower or mid back, just the upper back moves. Whether or not that's your area, that just by mobilizing that part of the spine, it will take pressure off the whole of the back of the body. Release. Bring the arm down, back knee down. Easy twisting lunge. Left hand on the floor, inhale, right arm up. So again, try not to have that left hand too close to the right. You want to give yourself space to start to open through the front of the body. Keep the neck relaxed, particularly through the right side. This sense of twisting again from the navel and the upper part of the back. Release. Tuck your back toes. Same thing, easy twisting warrior this time. Make sure that your back heel tracks straight back. So it's not winging into the midline or the outer line. So you're keeping your pelvis stable, and then inhale, lengthen the spine forward and start to twist along the axis of the spine. So you'll know there'll be areas in your spine that just are not as mobile. Be patient. Breathe into those places that feel particularly unfriendly today. Alrighty, and then release. Step back to plank. Come forward on an inhale, lower all the way down for boat. Clasp your hands at your lower back. Elbows slightly bent. And as you inhale, lift your thighs, your chest, and your arms up. Keep tucking your chin in towards your chest. And then again, we're feeling for active through the inner leg lines. If you can, squeeze your legs together. Reaching back through the chest, the upper arms. Hands reach down towards your butt. Take one more breath in. Get really, really long. And then release. Press back. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Take a breath in here in down dog. Open your mouth as you breathe out. Reverse warrior. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Warrior two legs. Take your arms straight up. Take an inhale for lengthen through the side of the body, and then hold your breath as you go back. And once you can't go back any further with a held breath, release your hand to your thigh and take your left arm over. So you're feeling opening through the whole left side of the body. Let the back of the head align over the lower back. You want to feel this opening, not just through the left, but also through the right. So remember, this is a side bend, not a back bend. Keep tracking the left thigh forward. Coming all the way up on your inhale, extended warrior variation with sacral pulse. So left forearm is on your left thigh and your right palm is on your sacrum. It's a really subtle move, this, but as you inhale, move your breath to where your hand is. And on the exhale, use your hand just to lengthen the sacrum down a little bit. It's like a little push. Inhale. And exhale to push. This lengthens like a millimetre of length. Do a couple more like that. Feel like when you take the pressure off the lower back, what happens through the whole of the spine there. And then release. Put your back knee down for lunge, hands on hips. Thumbs are on your sacrum. Remember, you want to keep stability through the butt and the whole of the pelvis, so engage your glutes. Inhale, lift up through your chest, and as you go into the lunge, the glutes are still engaged. We get this sense again of lifting the upper back. It's all about the upper back today. All about the upper back. This heart lifting skyward, collarbones spread, elbows squeeze in. From there, release. Plant your palms, step to plank. Come all the way down. Wave dancer stage 1. Hands stay on the floor the whole time for this. So as you inhale, come up into a cobra. Use your hands, drag your chest forward as you exhale. Again, we got inhale to come up. Cobra, best version you've got. Use your hands, drag your chest, lower as you exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to come up, so bring a little bit of movement to the spine. Lowering down as you exhale. Last time, inhale to come up. Heart forward, lowering down as you exhale. From there, tuck your toes, navel to spine. Press back to downward facing dog. Reverse warrior, inhale, step your right foot forward. So same thing here again, as you inhale, take your arms straight up and then hold your breath. So you're going only as far as your held breath will allow. And place your left hand on your left thigh and keep lifting up through the right side of your rib cage. So don't worry in this pose about getting into like the best reverse version you can possibly do. Instead, feel for the length through the spine. So you're actually lifting up out of your pelvis. And then let the right side of the neck go. So just check you're not overstraining in that place. Okay, bringing yourself up. Right forearm, right thigh, extended warrior variation with a sacral push. So again, the left hand is on the sacrum. Inhale to where your hand is. And then just lightly guide your sacrum away from your lower back as you exhale. So for me, I can feel like if I start to lengthen the chest away from the sacrum, it brings a little bit of room into the lower and the upper back. Just do a few rounds like that. So you inhale into the hand and then exhale just to pulse. It's like a manual traction in of your lower back. Awesome work. Release. Lunge, hands on hips. Back knee is down, thumbs on the sacrum. And again, we want to feel both butt cheeks engaged as you inhale to lift up. Keep the engagement as you go into the exhale. So we're focusing on lengthening the lower back down and lifting up through the chest. All about the upper back bend today. Still feeling like your legs are pressing into the floor, so you're not just completely collapsing. Really important that there's some kind of resistance there to get the stability. Awesome work. And then come all the way up on your inhale, release, take your roll. Come down onto your roll for cobra push-ups over a roll. So remember, the roll is in the soft tissue of your belly. Hands are underneath your shoulders. You can have your toes tucked under here. But as you inhale, come up into a cobra. Feel the legs active. And as you exhale, relax down onto the roll and let the roll come in. So go inhale, lift into cobra, belly presses out. And then exhale to lower down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, belly presses out. Arms are working kinda, but more the belly. Exhale to lower. Last 2. And release. Move your friend, the roll, away and come into downward facing dog. So deep breath in there. Full breath out. Set up for arrow lunge. So take your left foot forward, put your back knee down. Now if you've got 2 blocks, great. If not, don't worry. I love this on the blocks because it helps me get the height I need without needing to overstrain. The top of your right foot is flat on the floor, the back knee lifts, and I usually just start there. Now obviously if you want to go deeper, you can come up hands on your knee or arms in the air, but make sure that this butt cheek, your left butt cheek, is in line with your knee. Okay, so you know that you're definitely using your legs there. Okay. Back leg is poker straight. Reaching through the inner right leg line there. And really feeling for how active your legs are in order to support the spine. That's the key here. Keep lifting through the chest. And then release. Come up into warrior 1, or you can come up into the lunge with your back heel lifted. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist. A little fist with the right hand, left hand on top. Inhale to lengthen the spine forward. And twist to your left as you exhale. Keep letting the left side of the neck relax. So again, steady breath into the area of your back that you're working on. So you can see the healing qualities of your breath reach in there. Take 1 more full breath in. Be here for the breath out. Release, put the back knee down. You can always pad your back knee for any of these lunges if you need that. We'll come into lunge with brain cradle, so the hands are at the back of the head here. Again, inhale to lift up through the upper body and then into the lunge as you exhale. But again, keeping some stability through the pelvis and lifting the elbows skyward so your upper back is lifting off the mid-back. Heart moves up. This sense of, again, freedom through the upper part of the back. Let your head rest in your hands. Awesome work. Release. Press back. And you're going to need, where are we at? Oh, okay. You're going to need a block and a roll. So the block is between your ankles, like we did in dolphin at the beginning, but however, like I sometimes have it a little bit narrower, just whatever works for you in terms of that. So you got the block in between your ankles, your belly over the roll. Wave dancer stage 2. Okay, come down, hands underneath your shoulders, and as you inhale, come up into a cobra. Press your belly into the roll, squeeze the block. Use your hands, drag your chest forward, exhale to lower. So we go inhale, press your belly out, squeeze the block, come all the way up. Use your hands, drag your chest forward, exhale, lower. Squeeze the block, press your belly out, come all the way up on an inhale. Use your hands, drag your chest forward and exhale to lower. Let's just do one more. Inhale to come up. And exhale to lower. Just have a moment there over the roll. Let your belly relax, take a breath in. And a full breath out. Walk your hands back, tuck your toes, move the block away, move the roll away. Oh, recover from that. Press back to down dog. Take a breath in and out there. All right. Arrow lunge. Step your right foot forward, back knee down. So remember, you've got a million different options here, and it just depends from day to day where you're at. So the top of the left foot is flat, hands on blocks or the floor. If you don't have blocks, no worries. Remember, you've got the option to have your hands on your knee and your arms up. But particularly, I know on this side for me, it's nowhere near as strong, so the blocks are super helpful. And it's also really honouring those discrepancies from side to side, not trying to be identical on both sides. Come back to the quality of your breath. Keep steady. Keep active. And then release, tuck your toes under, lift the back knee up, come into twisting warrior. So inhale the left arm up, twist as you exhale. So you can always modify this by putting the back knee down. Little fist with the left hand, right hand goes on top, and you're twisting your chest towards your fists again. That's being really mindful of keeping both legs super active and steady. One more feeling breath in here. Get lots of length through the spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. And exhale to twist. And then release. Put the back knee down. You've got blocks, move them away. Remember, you can pad the knee. We come into brain cradle. So the hands are at the very base of the skull, where the skull and the neck bones meet. The elbows are in. So a little squeeze of the heels of the hands as you inhale, lift the head off the neck. And then going into the lunge, but just be mindful of not just flopping in. So definitely have some level of stability through the pelvis there. And then feel that lifting of the elbows skyward and the upper back bend. Coming all the way up, slowly, slowly. Release. You need one block and your trusty little roll. We come back to that place where we've got the block in between the ankles and the roll underneath the belly. I'm going to come into wave dancer stage 3. So if this is too much for you, you can always come back down to having your hands on the floor, which is stage 2. But otherwise, if you're up for it, lift your hands up, and as you inhale, press your belly into the roll. Hands come down, drag your chest forward, and exhale, lower. The arms come up, press the belly into the roll, inhale to cobra. Hands to the floor, drag your chest forward, and exhale, lower. Let's do a couple more. Keep squeezing through the block, whether you're in stage 2 or 3. Stage 3 can get pretty and spicy, that's for sure. And once you've done your last one, come down onto the roll for a breath. Just let the roll come into your belly. Notice where the pressure on the roll, wherever that is, how it travels, the release travels to other areas of your spine. So I know if I put pressure on the roll, if the belly, there's always like some release in the upper back for me. Just that reminder that it's all connected. Okay, awesome work. And then from there, release, move the block away. Have your roll nearby. Just come back to downward facing dog. You might want to pedal out your legs a little bit there. Let the back of your head go. Let's take a big breath into the back of the body. Feel length. As you exhale, walk your feet to your hands and fold forward. Just a brief forward fold. Maybe clasp your elbows. Sway your torso from side to side. Let the back of your head go. And press through your legs, using the backs of your thighs to come all the way up. Reach your arms skyward, lengthen, lengthen. And hands to the heart as you exhale. So take a hold of your roll. We'll do a couple of standing back bends with the roll. So the roll is in between your thighs. You can have a little bend in your knees here. I suggest that it helps to lengthen the lower back. So you're going to have hands on the hips, thumbs on your sacrum, little squeeze of the roll. Remember, we're targeting just the upper back bend today, so inhale into the area of your body that you're working with. Take a breath in there. And then lifting up like through the upper back though. So keep the lower back really still. Use your hands to lengthen that area, but keep lifting through upper body, lifting up. Keep lifting up. A sense of freedom and space through the spine. A couple more breaths here. And then straighten your legs for a moment, relax your arms by the side. Just feel that energy as it moves through the spine. So it feels like a really little pause, that, but it's actually quite big. And then we move into brain cradling. So the hands come to the very base of the skull there. Same thing, there's a slight bend through the knees and a squeeze of the roll. The heels of the hand squeeze onto the neck muscles there. And as you inhale, lift up. Elbows reach skyward, chest lifts, and you're squeezing the roll as you send your sit bones down. So again, we've got this focus of lifting the upper vertebrae of the spine away from the mid and the lower vertebrae. You get this massive release through the whole of the back. Keep lifting your skull bones up, keep sending your elbows up. And then squeezing and sending your sit bones down. And then easing all the way up. Relax your arms by your side. Whew. All right. You can pop the roll away for a moment. We're going to do camel on the wall followed by camel off the wall, or you can do 2 camels on the wall if you like. Make sure you've always got your knees padded here because that's important. And then come close up to the wall. So you've got your pubic bone and your thighs on the wall, knees are about hip width apart here. And just like we've been doing, thumbs on the sacrum, elbows in. Then we're going to inhale and start to slide the ribs up the wall. Keeping the ribs, the thighs, the pubic bone glued to the wall. Just start to move the upper back away. So it's that same thing we were doing in the standing back bend. And feel the collarbones spread, chest lifting and sit bones reaching down towards the backs of the knees. Two more breaths here. Keep feeling for engaging through the butt, engaging through the legs. And then slowly sit your hips onto your heels. And just bring your hands to the lower back and lift, sit back a little bit. So you feel that area of the sacrum and the lower back open, spread. So if you really love that version of Camel, you can do another one on the wall. Otherwise, we're coming off the wall. I'm going to do 2 rounds of this today. So thumbs are on the sacrum, sit bones lengthen down, still imagining that the wall is there. And as you inhale, start to lift up through the chest. Okay, and you can keep your chin tucked or head can go back as you start to move into the upper back bend. And you might keep your hands on your hips there. If you feel like you've got the space to move deeper, you can take your hands to your heels. Now, I keep my chin tucked because that just helps to keep the mind relatively steady. If you feel like you can take your head back, no problem. Keep sending your thighs forward. Keep lifting your heart skyward. Your butt is working wherever you are. Okay. Come on up slowly. Sit your hips back onto your heels, hands onto your lower back, sit back a little bit. So it's like you're lifting your hip bones away from your thigh bones. Okay, we've got one more version. So you can go back to the wall if that's better for you, or we come back to Camel, wherever you are. Thumbs on sacrum. Elbows in, sit bones down, inhale, lift the chest. Moving your pace, your version. We've got 5 breaths here. So use this to put the breath into the place of your back. It should be starting to feel a little bit more open at least now. Slowly, slowly ease on up. Let your hips rest on your heels again. Just let that energy move up through your spine. Awesome work. Now take a hold of your roll. Come back to the wall with your feet on the wall. The roll is in between the thighs. Fingers interlace at the base of the skull, elbows point skyward. Abs with a roll. Inhale, squeeze the roll. Spread the whole of your back across the mat. Hold your breath. Little engagement of the sit bones, and as you exhale, lift your head and shoulders up, belly draws in. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll. Little squeeze of the sit bones as you exhale, lift head and shoulders up, lower belly draws down. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze sit bones. Press your feet into the wall as you exhale, head and shoulders up, belly draws down. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, head and shoulders up. Lift head and shoulders a little higher as you exhale, belly draws down. Inhale, head down. Now you can keep your feet on the wall or take your legs straight up. Hold your breath, squeeze the roll. Exhale, head and shoulders up, belly draws in. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Press up through your heels as you exhale. Head and shoulders come up. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, head and shoulders come up. Lower belly draws down. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath. Squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Press through your heels as you exhale, head and shoulders come up. Lower belly draws down. So inhale, head down. Lower your feet as you exhale. Just pause there, take a breath. And then roll over, keep your roll with you, your friendly little roll. We're going to come into lounge lizard with a roll. So you're on your right side. The roll is in between your thighs and your toes flex back towards your kneecaps. Your right hand is out of line of your right shoulder. So it's like a lounge lunge type thing. Just check that you're not in a banana shape, so your heels, your hips and your shoulders are in one straight line. And then take an inhale. Squeeze the roll a little bit, and as you exhale, reach down through your heels. At the same time, let your right rib cage relax. So let's just relax that whole thing and do that again. So inhale into the part of your back that you're working with. Hold your breath, squeeze the roll, and then reach down through the heels as you exhale and let the right rib cage relax. From there, keep the roll in between your legs and you can change to the other side. It's the same thing. Reaching your heels down, left hand on the floor there. A little bit ahead of your shoulder. Check you're not banana in. And flex your toes back. Take an inhale into the part of your spine that just feels still a little bit tweaky. A squeeze of the roll, and as you exhale, reach down through the heels. Keep letting the left rib cage relax also. And then relax the grip for a moment. Take another inhale there. Little squeeze of the roll as you exhale to reach down. And again, let the left rib cage relax. You can even let your left ear rest towards your shoulder there. Alrighty. And then coming all the way up as you inhale, move your roll away for a moment. You can either come into cross-leg position with the left leg in front of the right, or if you've got more flexibility this morning, you can do the left shin stacked on the right. So inhale, hands behind, and as you exhale, twist to your left. Okay. So you want to feel it's like a side bend, forward fold type situation. You're feeling for length. And just take a feeling breath in there. Let the back of your head go now. And then walking your hands around back to neutral. Take your hands behind, take an inhale, lift, open through your chest. And this time go over to the right side. Oh. So legs stay the same. We're just twisting in the opposite direction and not too long. Feet are still active. Big breath in through the back of the body. And then easing deeper into the twist as you breathe out. And then coming back through center, take your hands behind again. Inhale, lift up through your chest. And this time just walk your hands forwards. Come into a very gentle forward fold. Make sure that your pelvis still stays connected to the mat there. And we feel this space through the back of the body. And then easing yourself back up. Change the cross of the legs. So whether you're just crossing your right leg in front of your left or you're stacking your right shin, doesn't really matter. Hands come behind, inhale, lift up through your chest and then twist to your right. So again, you want to feel both sit bones are on the earth. You're feeling like you're trying to lengthen your chest away from your navel, so there is a little bit of action there. And then we come all the way up on the inhale, hands come behind again, we just feel the spine lengthen. Keep the legs the same. Just going over to the left as you exhale. Still keep a bit of activation through the feet here, just to keep continuing that support through the legs. And then coming up on the inhale again, hands behind, chest lifts, feel for opening. Walk the hands forward as you exhale. Chin tucks in, back of the neck long, using your hands to just guide your pelvis back there a little. And a big breath through the back of the body. And full breath out. And coming all the way back up on the inhale. This time lay all the way down onto your back as you exhale. Now I like to do a reclined forward fold here, so you can hold the backs of your legs or your thighs or your feet. Chin is tucked and the neck is long. But you can also take a happy baby. Like, I just really don't like that pose in my body. But if you're someone that gets on with happy baby, by all means take it. You can have your hands inside or outside of your feet there, and just try and get your ankles on like level with your knees. So I'm going to go back to my little forward fold favourite. Keep lengthening your tailbone down towards the bottom of the mat. So even though your back might lift, still get this sense of lengthening your lower back down. And then draw your knees into your chest. Take deep breath in. And finally into Shavasana as you breathe out. Now you can always take legs up the wall here. That's an option. It's quite a nice option after a back bending practice. Otherwise you can take pretty regular Shavasana. Just make sure you wiggle tailbone down towards the bottom of the mat, shoulders away from your ears. I like hands resting on my belly. Just find that really soothing, but if you want to keep your palms up, do that. And just let your breath, in the next few minutes in this resting place, let your breath kind of feel its way into the new spaces that you've created in your spine. Let the rest of your body get used to this new sense of spaciousness. Start to bring awareness back to your breath. Feel your breath move through your body. Bring your legs together as you reach your arms over your head. Take an inhale, feel your upper back move away from the floor, maybe an arch. And then rolling onto one side. Just let yourself rest there for a moment. Your body remembers where you are. And then helping yourself up to seated. Whether you come to kneeling or sitting is up to you. And just a moment there, just before we complete, to feeling for what's here, how you feel, how your body feels. And taking your hands to heart, a deep breath in, a full breath out. And just acknowledge just this lineage of the practice and gratitude that we get to practice this today. So we honour each other. Namaste.